Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Bear with me 2 seconds. I am just sorting out promos. I'm just sorting out Discord in people's Discords. Alright, there we go. Howdy, alright. Howdy, Rise, I need to leave the house. Well, I'll still be here when I get back. And also, I'm only going to be doing 10,000 points worth of Chocobo hot and cold, so yeah. But yeah, I'll still be here when you get back, Nathan, if you want to watch. But it's not going to be the most appealing stream. Are you recording? I'm not recording yet, Daniel. For the reason being that because I'm just doing Chocobo hot and cold, I will record... I will just record me getting the Robe of Lords. Because it's a lot of space for a video just for recording this when I'm going to delete it. Yes, it is Robe of Lords time. 114. Oh my god, so what's that? 9,876 to go. Oh. How is everyone today? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to go see my dad because it's his birthday. You naughty guy. On Monday you started streaming as I was tutoring maths and finished just as I was finished tutoring. I didn't know you were a tutor, Danielle. I didn't like maths, although I wanted to apply for a job at the hospital this month and I wasn't able to because I don't have a grade C in maths because I wasn't very clever at maths. I really struggled with it. And you know what? It scarred me for life at school, that did, because I was in top set and I would tell the teacher constantly, I don't understand, I'm struggling. And they were like, you can do it, you're just not applying yourself. And I'm like, no, I don't understand, what aren't you listening? Anyway, I failed it miserably. I got an E in maths and maybe I should have done resits, maybe as an adult, maybe I should go back to college and study maths so that I can open my job perspectives, but I just don't want to. Well, I do and I don't. I want to do it for jobs perspectives, but I just don't have the money to go back to school. Oh no, yeah, it is what it is, mate. It's one of those things. But yeah, no, my teacher, I don't remember his name, but his attitude scarred me for life because I really tried with maths and I just didn't understand. And he was like, you're just not trying hard enough. And I'm like, I was 16 years old and had the mental thing to say, sir, I'm struggling, I don't understand. And he would not listen to me and thought I was just being lazy. So yeah, that scarred me for life with school. So how's Ghosty? I feel kind of scared to ask. Are you not aware, Daniel? We had him put down, buddy. Yeah, he's no longer with us, pal. Last Monday we made the decision to put him to sleep, pal, because he wasn't eating anymore. We brought his ashes home yesterday. It's okay, Daniel. You weren't aware. It's all right to ask. I don't know if you use our Discord, Daniel, but it was all posted in there. But yeah, the operation, pal, didn't work. He kept having the diarrhea, and then so a week ago yesterday. No. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago yesterday. So 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, we gave him a steak to eat, and he ate the lot, and we were really happy because we're like, oh my god, finally he's eaten something. But then the following Friday he was sick, and it still had all the steak in it, so his tummy just stopped working, pal. Oh, Connor, yeah, if you could add Daniel to Discord, I'd be really happy with that. It's all right, Daniel. It's okay to be sad. Me and Finn were absolutely devastated, pal. It's not been easy. I'll just need a moment. Thank you, Kana. I truly appreciate that. So no, don't thingy because you asked, Daniel. You didn't know. It's okay. We built him a nice little shrine under our TV in the living room with his ashes and some of his favourite toys and pictures. And yeah, so that we always see him when we're watching telly. Jesus Christ, he doesn't want to fight in this one. I mean, that would help, Daniel. Jesus, we've got beak level 79 already. I'm on. Well, I'm on both. I'm on both, but I'm on Pride and Pixels, and I'm on the Faria Crescent one. Why is this? Has the link added the Pride and Pixels one? Because if it has, I'll add him from there. No, can't add it to both. Oh, okay. A wild memologist has appeared. No, I won't miss news. I tried to add you as a friend, Daniel, on Discord, but it says you're not accepting friend requests. It says you've got to add me. I've double checked and sent you a link to the Faria Crescent Challenge Run server, just to make sure. Jesus Christ, where's this last one? There we go. Here you go, I sent you a request. Oh. Accept. Thank you, dude. And I hope you got my invitation to I'm worried about privacy. Can you pause the stream while I read? The TNC I literally copy and pasted from Pride and Pixels. So if you're happy with Pride and Pixels, it's the same thing. I literally copied it and pasted it because Finn wrote it out and I trust my husband's judgment and wording. Where indeed? Save. Where I send memes to my friends out of the blue. That's fine. Oh, Kana, you and your infinite knowledge of Final Fantasy. So, we've got the blue chocobo. Where's the next chocograph that I can use? I could just Google the jagged one. That's the one I usually use. Mountain ability. Oh. I saw that on Wiki recently, but I'll have to double check. The mountain ability. Just before you started streaming, I remember it's the first day of new semester and got myself a bag full of junk ads and like 2 cool things usually. Semester? Are you American, Daniel? I've never heard an English person say it's term in Britain. I'm sorry, chat. I know I'm not reading much. It's just when you're playing the mini game, you have to focus. Well, in German country. Oh, you're German, Daniel. I learned something new today. You know, I mean, you don't have to dox yourself, but like, what part of Germany are you from? I've never been myself. I like Germany. You always bring bangers at Eurovision. Except last year. I didn't like last year. She was too hippie. Germany's... Oh, Austrian. So I checked again, you need the boat first to get the blue chocobo to Chocobo's Lagoon. I see, okay. I mean, well, congrats Austria on winning Eurovision last year and hosting in Vienna. You know, hopefully with the whole Israel thing, it doesn't get cancelled. Because this house looks forward to Eurovision every year. We watch as many of on YouTube, we watch like the country's qualifiers, and then we watch all the semis, and we have a big party for the final. We love Eurovision in this house. But yeah, last year's winner for Austria, oh my god, what a talent. Now, I'm not a fan of opera by any means, but that guy could sing. And thank God he could, because he's the only one who saved us from Israel hosting next year. I really hope they vote Israel out. They need to. There's just too much controversy with them, and it's ruining the contest. By the way, just so you know, yeah, we do not stand with Israel in this household. So if you do, I tolerate everyone's right to their own political beliefs, but we do not support Israel in this house. 100% agree there. Oh, well, I'm very glad you do, Daniel. Do either of you two watch Eurovision, Kanya or Daniel? France's last year, Kana, I loved her act. It was so good. She was like a French Adele. My mom was such... I play that song all the time. I was certain that with how... My two choices were Austria and France last year. And I'm not just saying that because you're here on my stream. Genuinely, I loved both of your countries' acts last year. And normally, France tends to send what I call... oh god, James Bond style ballads. Like, they get very samey, but last year was so good. Well, maybe that's your homework. If it's still around for 2026, maybe give Eurovision a try. Get some friends round your houses, you know, or visit friends' houses, have a little party. It's a lot of fun for a free night just to watch TV. I love the hype of Eurovision. As a country that constantly gets 0 points, because there is an aspect of politicalism to it, as much as I don't want to admit it, there is. But even though I know that we very ever rarely do well. In fact, well, let's tell a lie. We hosted a couple of years ago because of Ukraine winning, and the UK actually came second. Obviously, because of the conflict with Russia, they couldn't host. So, I fucking love Eurovision. Come on. Yeah, I've always heard there were politics involved. There is. Neighbouring countries voting for each other and, you know, political allies and all that stuff. But I still enjoy it. Well, when I said I wasn't particularly... That's such a stereotype. Yeah, that the gays love Eurovision. I mean, in this country, the stereotype works. Before we had the big house that we've got, me and friends and stuff, we used to go to gay bars and they'd host big Eurovision parties, and Jesus Christ, I'm not doing well on this one. But yeah, it's a stereotype in this country too. The gays love Eurovision. I mean, it works in this household because we are gay and we love it. But people are entitled to like what they like. Jesus Christ, all that for a pair of eye drops. This was not a good round. Gosh, speaking of politics, I try to keep on about the state of the world, but sometimes I do feel the drain on me. Oh God, darling, if you watch the news regularly, it makes you want to jump under a bus. I 100% agree with that analogy. I'm curious, Daniel. Obviously, I mean, in this country, it's obviously what Austria is quite known for. Have you visited Auschwitz? I know that's like a big touristy thing in your country. Wow, I did that one quickly. 2,000. Alright, let's save it. We are 1/4 the way there. I have, but Auschwitz is in Poland. I thought it was in Austria. Oh, there's my geography sucking. Oh. I don't know where I've heard that from. I could have swore it was. See, that's what I was saying. I didn't do well at school. Yeah, no, I always thought it was in Austria. Yeah. I learned something new today. And I'm all for learning that knowledge and being corrected if I get something wrong. Because that's how we learn and grow. Jesus Christ, he doesn't want to find this one. You're thinking of my 1,000. Oh, okay. Oh, 1/5, see? Did you always struggle in school? Was there a point where you kind of fell off? I always struggled, to be fair. I'm not the most smartest person in the world. I try. I really try. For me, it's not a lack of effort. You know, like I enjoyed religious education. I enjoyed English. I loved English. In fact, I remember the English class I was in. Oh my God. So we were reading Romeo and Juliet, and for some reason, the teacher thought our class was so stupid that she gave us a modern day translation, and literally I threw it back at her and said, give me the original because this is garbage. And literally the light in her eyes going, oh my God, one of my students gets it. Miss Lemon, her name was. I'll never forget her. She was so lovely because she was like, at least one of my students is so trying. I loved Miss Lemon. She was fun. I hope she's still alive. She was old, bless her. But yeah, I always struggled. Like, I tried my best. And that's, you know, luckily, my dad not so much, but my mum, she could see that I was trying. I would study and, you know, I would do revision and I would do my homework on time and I would try. And she would say, as long as you are trying, that's all I care about. I'm curious, were you ever checked for any type of learning impairment? I was not. You know, I just like to use maths for example. You know, like when the teacher would show us how to do takeaways on the board and like you carry the 1 and you cross this number out and you put the number underneath, and I was like, I don't understand why we're making this complicated. Just take the 2 numbers and find out the middle. Like, but in our country, and I'm sure it is in a lot of places, like when you do tests, you have to show you're working out. And that's where I struggled because I couldn't show them how I worked it out because my method was just, here's the top number, here's the bottom number, what's the middle, there's the answer. So like when it come to like algebra and trigonometry and like physics and stuff like that where the maths was really complicated, I just couldn't do it. I remember crying in class a few times because the teacher would shout saying that you're not trying hard enough, and I'd be like, I am trying, I just don't understand. Like, dyscalculia is a thing which affects the numbers. Yeah. So what you described to me is something a really close person of mine has described to me before. Do you have any issues with staying focused at any point in your life? My mind does tend to wander frequently. I do find it hard at times. I'm very much a free bird in the sense of I don't like making plans. I like to keep things free and just do what I want on the day because I don't like to be constricted, and I know that rubs a lot of people up the wrong way when they're trying to book things with me, but it's just not my vibe. I've always been that way. Yeah, like, no, don't ask me what I'm doing at the weekend. I don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, the education system needs massive reform, you know, because the stuff they teach, like I said, like trigonometry and algebra, like unless you're going to become a physicist or a house builder or stuff like that, it's just not relevant, you know, like why don't they teach things in this country like learning how to drive, what a mortgage is, how to pay your taxes if you're self-employed, how to use how to open a bank account, how to get your passport, you know, how to go about getting medical treatment. Like, they don't teach anything that's relevant to modern day living. Because like when we were going for the mortgage to buy the house, we had no idea what you're supposed to do. The research you have to do for yourself is just, you know, it's astronomical and it's a lot of money. These are meta competences that should come with an education. Absolutely. You know, or what if, I don't know, what if you want to emigrate to another country? How do you do that? You know, there should be things like, there should be modern day things to teach people. You know, how to understand insurances and, you know, how to make and repair things like basic electrics or, you know, basic plumbing, like things that are relevant, again, to modern day living. They should all be part of it. It's like, great, I know I might know some of the periodic table, but when am I going to use that in life? I completely think that education feels backwards, but don't shit talk physics like that. You learn oddly specific stuff, but not basics how to exist in the world we live in. But I also do find, like most people, lack of science education to a point that is dangerous to our democracies in Europe. One thing that always baffles me is we teach numbers to children before we teach them basic logic. Knowing the periodic table isn't what chemistry is about. Are you a scientist, Daniel? Is that what you do? Because I feel like you're taking offence to me bitching about science, and I'm not bitching about science. Science was interesting. You know, I liked biology, like learning how things work, and I liked chemistry, like, you know, learning about reactions of chemicals and, you know, that sort of thing. But like physics and, I don't know, I just didn't understand why I was learning it, because it just didn't seem like it had any relevance. And religious education was easy because it was just like, what's the answer? Jesus did it, usually. I actually did my GCSE exam on the philosophy of being a Jedi and how Jedi in America is now, in fact, a recognised religion. And I got a B in religious education. Oh my god, I did it exactly on 0. Funnily enough, I have a scientific background myself. Oh, I'm studying to become a teacher for physics and chemistry. So it is. Yeah, I told you, Kana. In America, I believe to become recognised as a religion, you only need like 2,000 signatures, and you can be recognised as a valid religion. I wanted to be a Jedi. But I opted to be a witch instead. If I can't use the Force to move things with my mind, at least I can curse my enemies. And that's cool that you're going to be a teacher, Daniel. That's really cool. You are Wiccan? No, I am a pagan. Daniel, Wicca is a specific group of people who follow the teachings of a certain individual. I do not. I value nature. And I follow a pantheon of gods from both Norse and Greek. But yes, we celebrate the Wheel of the Year in this household. So the next one for us is Samhain, currently known as Halloween. Do you still get witch caskets? Yes, I do. Hello, JP. Okay, 3,000. Yeah. So if you ever need anyone hexing, Daniel, just get me a lock of their hair and I'll bring them misfortune. In fact, JP, we're going to bring back the streams for the witch casket. Honestly, you can't go wrong with believing in nature. Absolutely. I've been a practicing witch for many, many years, and on every pagan celebration, Finn who isn't, but he respects my beliefs, that he joins in for prayers. We actually did one together when we bought Ghost Home. Yeah, we're not going to edit them as videos, JP, but we are going to bring them back as streams. And apologies about that. I really needed to scratch. Just realised I'd done that on camera, so my apologies about that. So, how are we feeling celebrating the first day of spooky season? Are we all ready for Halloween, people? Because as we all know, in, well, 31 days now, Mariah officially defrosts from the mountains to reclaim the last 2 months of the year once again. She's currently defrosting as we speak. The cracks are starting. Hope you wasn't recording it. I wasn't, thank God, GP. Halloween isn't too big of a thing in France. It's not non-existent, but not as big as the UK or the US. I mean, you don't have to do major things for it. We don't. We just... I'm so hyped about pumpkin dishes. We just, you know, we watch horror films. It's the one... So, a little thing that you can use against my husband. He does not like horror films. He gets scared by them really easily, which I think is adorable because, you know, it's a film, it can't hurt you. But he gets a bit frightened at scary films. And it's something I love about him, bless him. But he does agree on the one night of the year that is Halloween that we have to watch a scary movie. So I won't make him watch anything too, like, I would never make him watch, like, The Exorcist, because even I don't like that, because I think that's too far. But, you know, something like, what's a good horror film? You know, something like Dawn of the Dead with zombies, or, you know, something with ghosts in it, like 13 Ghosts. Or Hellraiser Wolf, chatting from my new laptop. I get scared by horror films, but isn't that the point? It is, but I think he gets a little embarrassed, bless him, because he doesn't like horror films. But then on Halloween night in our house, it is also a tradition that we have to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas. because it transitions from Halloween to Christmas, which is obviously appropriate for the night. So yes, we are a Nightmare Before Christmas every year on Halloween in this household. And for those of you who know Scooby%, she's actually visiting our house for the week of Halloween. She's going to do some streams with us. We're going to take her out, and we're going to have a little Halloween party with her. Jesus Christ, I can't find this one. I hope you have a mean bean before Hannah gets there. I'll watch it on Halloween and Christmas. Not Real Christmas, great horror film. And Christmas film, it certainly is. I hope you have a mean... we will buy a Mean Bean game for when Hannah gets here, because I know some people will want to abuse her with it. So, for everyone here, you know, what Halloween film or, you know, what Halloween or spooky films do you enjoy, like the Halloween films or the Nightmare Before, you know, the Nightmare on Elm Street or Jason, or, you know, like what are your favourite scary films for the spooky season? Oh my god, I might only do till 3,000 on this because, oh my god, I've only been streaming for half an hour. Rude. This is going to take so long for the Robe of Lords. But I said I would do it, so now I have to. Oh, I love you too, JP. Me love you long time. And how are you, Hellraiser Wolf, watching from your new lappy top? Ooh. I guess I could watch Scary Movie again. Oh my god, I can't wait for the next one of that to come out next year. I have to look in the mirror every day. It's horror enough. Oh, can't complain. Been a long morning, but the wise are good. Ash, I'm afraid I must leave on the important matter of the phrase you like to say so much. Are you going for a poo? It's alright, Daniel, we understand. Oh, apparently I'm live according to Twitch. Sorry, not Twitch, YouTube. Well, thank you for that phone, I did not know. No, the other one. Okay, yep. People are free to go for a pee. This is hardly exciting shit that we're doing on today's stream. And take me with you if you want. You only need one hand. Oh my god. Oh no, I'll be gone for the day. Oh, okay, Daniel. Yeah, have fun with whatever you gotta do. Oh, my finger is getting tired. How's your finger holding it? I'm not even halfway. I want to die. At least I'll have a lot of shit to sell when this is finished. I'll get some more coins. What am I doing for items? Oh my god, look. Look at all the shit I can sell. Maybe keep some stuff for... Oh, yeah, I'm not going to sell it all, but at least... Oh, my God. Oh, this is killing me. How long is it until the next Chocobo Forest? Because a part of me is like... Do the points carry over? I don't know if they do. I can't remember. Because I could always wait until the next Chocobo Forest and then... Because obviously the chocographs are worth quite a lot of points, so... Do the points carry over? I don't know. I think they're to each one for some reason. I don't think they do carry over. I can't recall. My brain hurts. I'm looking it up. Would a turbo controller work? I don't have a turbo controller. I wish I did. My thumb is going to be so hench by the time I finish this. I think it's shared. That's for after the boat. How long's that? I don't know how long it is until the next one. I believe in you, kick that chocobo's butt. Thank you, baby. If you're seeing this, thank you for the support. My thumb hurts. Or you get the blue Narcissus on disc 3, I think. After the disappearance of Nest. No, it's got to be before disc 3. When can I get to Chocobo's Lagoon? Oh my god, it is disc 3. There's got to be another one before disc 3, surely. Let's go to Jagged. One sec, folks. The next one can't be disc 3, surely. Oh my god, it is. Oh, folks, I don't know if I can take much more of this. But I want that robe so badly. it's true that once you get to part, you don't go back until disc 3. It's the outer continent after Bran's death. Yeah. So it's not like you can just say fucking give me a try because you don't get another chance at this for a long time. I can't believe the next one's not till disc 3. I could have swore there was one on disc 2, but it's saying no. It's alright, Ash, you can do this. Believe in the heart of the cards. That said, I don't think there was much that would really require this, but I can't be 100% sure. I might go to like 7,000 on this stream and then do like one more of it next time, or do it off stream up to 10,000 just before and then do the last one on stream next week. I think I might do that, to be fair. I might call it shortly when I get to the next 1,000, and then I'll just do it over a couple of days just up until I get close to it, and then the next stream can be a continuation of the game. But hopefully, because of doing all this and stream back and forth, maybe the froggies might have respawned as well. Wait. Oh my god, a thought occurs. Frog drop for Quinna. Do you have to eat to learn it? Because if you do, it's kind of pointless to do the frogs. Blue magic, but there was another reason to do frogs. What was the reason? I've forgotten. I will look at the chat once I've done this. Come on! 45 drops gives battle boots, so you already have MP attack battle boots. Give HP for 20% and initiative. So what are we on now? Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I have to do 1,000 for each day, which is doable, which is more than doable. So yeah, I'm going to go to the next 1,000, and then I'm going to call it, and then do the last bits off stream, just so we've not got another stream of me playing hot and cold, and also because my thumb and my neck and everything is really starting to hurt. And I want to take a nap. I do have work tonight, and I haven't slept very well. Yeah, this isn't exactly meant to be torture. Oh, but it feels like it. It's just because my finger hurts. And my everything hurts, like my soul. It also means I could have a nap before Finn gets home, which would be handy. There we go. We're just going to save again. So thank you everyone who came today. I know this one was a bit short, but my everything hurts. So I'm going to do the rest of it off stream, just up until the 10,000, so that the next stream we can actually carry on with the game. I'm glad I didn't record this because it was just Chocobo Hot and Cold. So thank you everyone who come. If you can, please join me on Saturday on Pride and Pixels at 6 o'clock GMT, because we shall be playing Squirrel with a Gun for a bit of fun. So until next time everyone, bye for now.